I don't think we should break that. Unless you just want to start playing.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's 15 minutes, right? Okay.
Okay. That's the last song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you do? I ran a couple times and go into like
No, you don't have to. That's what happened to me. I kept this in. So this is really like when I view it up and you just go like.
yes, it's just a hard part. That's fun.
All right, we're picking up everything.
Hey. Okay. Start in a few minutes.
2, 8.
You guys start. Huh? I can't read letters.
1, 2, 2. Hey, Yep.
That's no longer. Field of
No, this was the concert, but I was almost off. Very
I guess we'll wait.
Yeah.
Da ואומנם כבר ידעת שהנרצה יותר בעבודת הבורא יתברך שמו. ואומנם כבר ידעת ואומנם כבר ידעת שהנרצה יותר בעבודת הבורא יתברך שמו. וחפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, וחפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, ותשוקת הנשמה. ואומנם כבר ידעת שהנרצה יותר בעבודת הבורא יתברך שמו. ואומנם כבר ידעת ואומנם כבר ידעת שהנרצה יותר בעבודת הבורא יתברך שמו. חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, וחפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, ותשוקת הנשמה. תשוקת, תשוקת הנשמה.
I just want to thank everybody for coming to this installment of the Niggun Chaburah concerts that we have been putting on for a little while now. For those who have been to the Niggun Chaburah concerts, you've heard some of the shirim, you know what we do here. We're trying to mix the beauty of Torah and the beauty of music together, to open up our hearts, to open up our minds, and to allow the Torah in. And we've been having these concerts, bigger events, bringing beautiful music live in order to really experience, to really open ourselves up in a way of Kedusha. And tonight we're going to tell the story of Esther. The story of Esther Amalka. We all know the story. We hear the Megillah every year. It doesn't change. Baruch Hashem, we win every year. But we're going to tell it in a little bit of a different way. We're going to spotlight on Esther Amalka and her trials and tribulations and her difficulties, what she had to overcome. And we're going to do that in a few minutes. But because we're telling the story of Esther, I figured we would bring a Mordechai Levovitz, to sing some of Mordechai's songs. And before we get back to him finishing the Hachanas Halev, the opening of the heart, if we wanted to thank some people, I wanted to thank personally Yeshua Nosson and Alyssa Weinberg for setting this whole thing up. course, Dov Cal organizing, being with him. This Chaburah is going to be Lila Nishmas Naftali Ben Tzvi, passed away a few weeks ago. And I want to thank Ari for coming out, and Mordechai for coming out. And with that, I want to sing two more songs. Yeah? Two more songs, and then we're going to get into the main event.
da start the actual Niggun Chaburah, I would like to call upon Aryeh Kunstler to join me in this song that he wrote and recorded for me, which has been an incredible part of my journey, not only as a singer, but also as an Eved Hashem. Pretty much whenever I have a tough conversation, I make sure to sing this song first.
So we all know the story of Purim. We know how it starts, we know how it ends. We know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was always hiding behind the scenes. And we know that we win at the end of the day. Esther Amalka, she has a very deep journey. We read through the Megillah very fast, we're waiting for the end, we're waiting for the simcha, the joy. But we don't appreciate what she had to go through. And Esther had a secret. Megillas Esther, the Svarim tells us, is to Megala, the Hester, to reveal the secret that Esther is holding within herself, a secret that we all have. Because the story of Esther is the story of each and every one of us. Some people a little bit more, some people a little bit less. So tonight we're going to try to reveal Esther's secret. So Nebuchadnezzar came to power, Melech Bavel, and unfortunately, we know the end of the story. He destroys the Beis HaMikdash, he burns it to the ground, razes it. The people are in shambles. The Aron taken, the Mizbeach taken. This whole week's Parsha, Parshas Truma. Everything's taken, destroyed, burned. Al Nar's Bavel, Sham Yashavnu. Then Levium, they can't sing. They hang up their instruments. How could you sing if there's no Beis HaMikdash? They're taken into Galus. A very rough time. A very, very low time for the Jewish people. For 70 years, we're strangers in other lands. But then a glimmer of hope. Paras takes over Bavel, the king of Paras, Koresh. He allows the Jews to come back. And some do. They follow Zerubbabel. Someone who descends from David HaMelech. And some of the people come back and Koresh says, you could build the Beis HaMikdash again, no problem. And the people come and they start to build. But it didn't last very long, because after only a few years, Achashverosh takes over the Russia. And he stops all of the building, and he wants the people to know Yerushalayim is destroyed, the Beis HaMikdash is destroyed, the exile is not over. And with that, we start the Megillah. Because and that's when Achashverosh has the party to celebrate the downfall of the Jewish people, the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash. And Mordechai and the Tzaddikim say, don't go to the party. It's crazy. How could a Yid go to this party? You're celebrating the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash. But the people in Shushan, they didn't get the message. They wanted to assimilate. They wanted to be with the people. They didn't want to be different. And they go to that party. And at that party, Achashverosh puts on the big day kahuna to celebrate his victory. They're drinking from the vessels of the Beis HaMikdash. And the people are involved. Perhaps of the lowest parts, the points of Jewish history. And it seemed like a Kadosh Baruch Hu was gone. It seems like we were abandoned, never to be brought back. But we know Hinei Lo Yom V'Lo Yishan Shomer Yisrael, Kadosh Baruch Hu never leaves us. He didn't leave us then, he doesn't leave us now. And our enemies are sent to wake us up. His'ori, His'ori. But in the darkness, it's hard to hold on. And they tell me that I'm holding on to something that is long gone. I look into the future. I know time will prove them all wrong. Don't need to see you by my side to know that I'm not alone. I look up to the sky and tell the eagles, take me home. They say, forget about this dream you're dreaming. But I'll hold on. Ani Mami.
You tell me that I'm holding on to something that is long gone, long gone. I look into the future, I know time will prove them all wrong, all wrong. Don't need to see you by my side to know I'm not alone. I look up to the sky and tell the eagles take me home. They say forget about this dream you're dreaming now. Hold on, hold on. I will keep holding tight. I won't get lost in the dark of night. I believe and I don't care how long. I will hold on, I will hold on. Ani Mami. Ooh. It's hard to see you in this darkness, but I know that you're here. And you hear me calling your name. Yes, Sinai and when will this pain disappear? You'll appear and all this will change, 'cause all the weak and broken hearted will have shrink to stand. We'll look back at the place we started and we'll understand, and raise a glass up to the heavens, for with all of our tears we'll say cheers. I will keep holding tight, I won't get lost in the dark of night. I believe and I don't care how long, and I won't hold on, I won't hold on. I found you, she's my mayor, Jose Achakilo. You take us home, take us home. I won't hold on, I won't hold on. Honey, mommy, honey, mommy, I will hold it tight. Can you please come soon? It's been a long, long night. Shem, we need you more than ever. Can you sunlight? I will hold on, I will hold on. Yafal Pishis Mamea, Jose Achakilo. You take us home. The only thing that I know is that I'll never lose hope. Don't ever let go. I will keep holding tight. I won't get lost in the dark of night. I believe and I don't care how long, and I will hold on, I will hold on. Yeah, she's my mayor, 'cause they are Chakilo. Take us home, take us home, and I will hold on, I will hold on. Honey, mommy, honey, mommy, honey, mommy.
So Esther's story begins as Vashti's ends. We know that Vashti disobeys Achashverosh's command and she's killed. And right afterwards, Achashverosh, so sad, he doesn't know what to do. And the pasuk says, "Vayomu narei hamelech misharsav yivakshu hamelech naros b'sulus tovos mara." The young advisors of the king say, maybe you should go find a nice, beautiful girl. Let's have a beauty pageant. V'hanara asher titav bein hamelech, and the nara that finds beauty in the eyes of the king, timlach tachas Vashti. She'll be the new queen. And Achashverosh says, that's a great idea. So messengers are sent out looking for every eligible girl. And this is where the parsha of Esther starts. Vahi omenes hadasa hi Esther bas dodo ke'ena avein v'hanara yafas torah v'tovas mara v'mos avia v'ima l'kacha mordechai lo labas. So Esther comes into the picture. Esther, her name is Hadassah. Her parents both die. One in childbirth, one right afterwards. She's beautiful. She's a Yifas Torah, Tovas Mara. She's beautiful. Perfect candidate for Achashverosh. And Mordechai, her uncle, her cousin, takes her in. And Esther descends from Shaul HaMelech. Esther descends from royalty. From Sheva Binyamin, from Rachel Imenu, the true queen. And even though she comes into the world with powerful ancestry, very quickly she's alone. Her parents both pass away. And the king's messengers are sent out to find all the beautiful women to bring them. And Mordechai, according to Chazal, even married Esther, hides her. And for 4 years, Achashverosh was going through one by one, not finding the right girl. The shidduch system was rough, I guess, then as well. 4 years he's going through. And he's getting fed up, and Achashverosh makes a decree, says Chazal, anybody withholding a girl is going to be killed. That was the rule. That was the message that went out. Mordechai realizes this is the Ratzon Hashem. The Ratzon Hashem is that I have to let Esther out. I can't hide her any longer. I don't understand why. Why would a Kadosh Baruch Hu want to? I don't know, but I don't have to. And without parents, and now without a cousin, a husband, Esther and Malka is taken. Not yet in Malka, but Esther's taken. And she might be alone from all the people that she knows. But at least she's alone in the fields with her father, her true father.
Winter chill, coming still not a soul to be found by me. No telephone, just me alone and a heavy heart I cannot appease. This pain I bear followed me here, but now you see me in the real. With all my wrongs, they've come along. I'm not sure I can appear. I break down and call to you, my father. I've been trying to get close, but I fell far. Open up your hands and some mercy to this man, lonely in the field with you. I break down and call to you, my father. I've been trying to get close, but I fell far. Open up your hands and some mercy to this man, lonely in the field with you.
Before she was taken, Mordechai tells her, I can't explain to you why I'm going to tell you this, but trust me, never reveal your identity. Don't tell anybody, no matter the pressure. Don't tell them who you are, where you come from, not that you're Jewish, not that you come from royal ancestry. Don't tell anybody. And Esther says, I trust you, Mordechai. And with that, she's taken by the messengers into the palace, under Haggai's watch and care. For a whole year, she was being prepared for her date with Achashverosh. And she was given anything she wanted. The perfumes, the creams, the lotions, the shampoos, whatever else is that they use. But Esther Malka, she's at Sanua. She doesn't want to be taken. And Chazal tell us that she tried to keep whatever she could. She wouldn't eat any meat. She wouldn't eat anything not kosher. She had an interesting diet, she told them. Nuts, fruits. And she was given 7 maidservants. And she tells them, it's going to be interesting, but I'm going to give you new names. And one of them she calls Rishon, and one of them she calls Sheni, and one of them she calls Shlishi. And the 7th one she calls Shabbos. Don't ask why your names are this. Just trust me. And every time Shabbos would come to clean her room, she knew to keep Shabbos. And Haggai was caring over her and taking good care of her. As we know, Esther found a chen in the eyes of everybody she met. And Haggai says, where are you from? What's your identity? She says, I can't tell you, I'm sorry. He's like, but come on, you can tell me. I'm not going to tell anybody, I promise. I'm sorry, she said, I can't tell. And simply dressed, and smelling simply, and a little bit malnourished, somewhat aged, she goes to meet the king, to go to meet Achashverosh. And there's no way he's going to pick me. I'm not looking like everybody else. Can't be. Except she didn't realize that the king that was waiting for her was really HaMelech, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives Esther a special chen, and even though she wasn't smelling so nice and she wasn't looking as pretty as everybody else, Achashverosh says, This is what I've been waiting for 4 years. And he puts the crown on her head. And in the 7th year of Achashverosh's reign, a new queen is found. And the place erupts in joy. The palace is so excited. Everybody hears, they're dancing, there's parties. And Esther is sinking lower and lower. She's dying inside. Not only did I have to leave Mordechai, not only do I have to be in this palace for a year, now I have to live with this person for the rest of my life. And even though she was still in Shushan, she was so far away. And Esther is given the fanciest room, befitting a queen, and she just couldn't wait to everybody just to leave, to get out. And they close the door behind her. And she takes out her Tehillim. She also had a Tehillim. And she used the tefillos like David to help that she should never feel too far.
Standing out by the edge of the sea, sending my sins out with the breeze. Came here to cast my past away, but a past is pretty hard to shake. How can I just apologize? Another year gone, did I even try? From way above that stormy sky, the Father's words to his hurting child. Till your very last day, I'll be waiting for you. Doesn't matter where you've been or what you've been through, I'll be waiting here with open arms. You're never too far, never too far gone. As I'm standing here, feet in the sand, the rays rolling from the sea to the land. Sometimes we fall, and that's okay. There's a way back home, just like you say. To your very last day, I'll be waiting for you. Doesn't matter where you've been or what you've been through, I'll be waiting here with open arms. You're never too far, never too far gone. Never too far, never too far. To your very last day, I'll be waiting for you. Doesn't matter where you've been or what you've been through, I'll be waiting here with open arms. You're never too far, never too far gone. No, you're never too far, never too far gone. No, you're never too far, never too far gone. You're never too far, never too
So Esther lives in the palace with Achashverosh for 5 years. She's living in the palace with Achashverosh. 5 years. She has to eat with him. She has to take walks in the royal garden with him, holding his hand. She has to go on vacations with him. She has to pretend that she loves him. Ugh. No? Can you imagine Achashverosh being your husband? Well, not you, you. And yes, Mordechai does come to the palace daily to see her, and she goes out to speak with Mordechai, but how much could they really speak without arousing curiosity? 5 years she's there. Think about that. 5 years. A good Jewish girl. And it was after those 5 years that Haman HaAmaleki rises in power, becomes the top officer in Achashverosh's kingdom. And wasting no time to continue the eternal battle against Klal Yisrael, his first move is to figure out a way to annihilate the Jewish people. And unbeknownst to everybody, he makes a go roll, deciding when is going to be the right date to destroy these people once and for all. And it falls out on the 13th of Adar. And Haman excitedly goes to Achashverosh and says, Achashverosh, we have a problem. We got to get rid of these people. Sure, Haman, whatever you want, no problem. Let's make a civil war. That makes sense. And on the 13th of Nisan, Achashverosh signs, gives Haman his ring, and they sign a decree that in 11 months, on the 13th of Adar, the Jewish people will be annihilated. And Mordechai HaTzadik hears about this decree, and he goes into the town square wearing sackcloth, screaming out, crying out, carrying on. And they tell Esther, you know, your friend Mordechai, he's got a little cuckoo. So Esther sends a message, Mordechai, what's going on? She sends him clothing, put your clothing on, what's going on? And Mordechai HaTzadik sends back the decree, the piece of paper that went out to all the countries, 127 countries, that the Jewish people could be annihilated on the 13th of Adar. And he sends her that message, and he says to her, Esther, now is the time to reveal your identity. You must tell Achashverosh who you are, because you're the only one who can save the Jewish people. Esther is stunned by the news. And what Mordechai is requesting of her, I should reveal my identity that I've been protecting for 5 years. You know, it hasn't been so enjoyable in the palace, but she's getting by. She's learned to live quietly in the shadows, not making so much noise, and people are letting her be. Who am I? 5 years of being by herself, she's starting to ask, Mi ani? Who am I really? Esther was realizing more and more that it didn't matter what she wanted. It mattered what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted. And who am I? I'm yours. All my life is for you.
אני שלך. אני שלך. כל חיי בשבילך. כל חיי Who am I? Who am I? I am yours, only yours. All my life is for you. All my life is for you. All my life is for you. All my life, oh, is for you. It's for you.
So Esther Hamalka is questioning me ani, and she understands. She was taught by Mordechai that life's not always about what we want; it's about what Kadosh Baruch Hu wants. But she was scared. She was scared. Mordechai was telling her to reveal her identity, to open herself up to Achashverosh in a way that she thought she would never have to. And Esther responds to Mordechai. She sends back a message and she says, "You know, Mordechai, there's a rule that if the king doesn't call you in and you come into him, you could be killed on the spot. You're telling me to go in, I might die. And what's the rush, Mordechai? We have 11 months. He's going to call me in at some point soon. You want to put me in that danger?" And Mordechai Tzaddik, he doesn't live with logic. He doesn't live by the regular rules. Mordechai Tzaddik lives with Emunah and Bitachon. And he felt inside that there was an Eis Ratzon right now. The Kadosh Baruch Hu wants them to go in right now. And he sends Esther a very strong warning, and we all know, but I have to read it inside. Yomer Mordechai lahashiv el Esther, and Mordechai said, send this message to Esther. Al tidami benafshech lihimalit beis hamelech mikol Yehudim. Don't think that you can hide in the palace. Kim hacharesh tacharishi be'es hazos. Because if you stay quiet at this moment and you don't listen to me, and you don't go into Achashverosh, I guarantee the Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to save the Jewish people. How? It doesn't matter, but he's going to save the Jewish people. But you and your whole family's house, they'll be destroyed, lost forever. He got the Malchus. And who knows, it was made for this moment that you became the queen. Your whole life is for this moment. So Esther understands the gravity of the situation, and she knows that she might have to go in and risk her life. But there's another nature. We know that Esther Hamalka, says Chazal, was married to Mordechai. And until this point, she was under duress, being married to Achashverosh, and therefore allowed, halachically, to stay married to Mordechai. But Chazal tell us that if she would walk in willingly to Achashverosh at this moment, she would become prohibited to Mordechai forever, never to return. And she hoped one day she would return to Mordechai. So Mimanashach, either way you look at it, either she's going to die going in, and even if she doesn't die, she's going to die from her husband, her real husband Mordechai. Lose-lose. And she's scared. This is too much. How could this be asked of me? I'm just a good Beis Yaakov girl. And Mordechai was telling you have to be Moser Nefesh for the Jewish people. This is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from you. And Mordechai was deepening her realization that life's not always about what we want, but it's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows what we have inside us. And as hard as and illogical it is sometimes, with Emunah and Bitachon, you can forge on. And Esther was brokenhearted. There's no two ways about it. But we know there's nothing more whole than a broken heart. There's nothing more open than a broken heart.
There's nothing as whole as a broken heart. There's nothing as pure as a soul gone dark. There's nothing as healing as a brand new start. There's nothing as close as where you are. There's nothing as warm as the pain you hide. There's nothing as cold as a dream that dies. There's nothing as sweet as a child's cry. There's nothing as strong as a heart inside. Twisting and you're turning while your world won't stop burning. You're screaming and you're pleading for a sign. Come on and show me where the answer to your searching is in the heart of being void. It's nothing as home as a mother's love. Nothing as safe as a father's love. There's nothing to do but to be enough. So open your heart, yeah, open your heart. Oh, 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 oh. It's nothing less whole spoken.
This was a moment of Esther's life that she never could have imagined, expected. This was the breaking point of her life. Being so brokenhearted, but yet it is opening her up in a way that she never expected. In her room, she starts to think about her past. She thinks back to her childhood, being an orphan, being taken in by Mordechai, one of the tzaddikim of the generation, being taken into the palace and made into the queen, getting picked against all odds. It didn't make any sense. Her whole life made no sense. But then it clicked. It does make sense. HaKadosh Baruch has been with me the whole time. He's guiding me. He's the one moving the pieces around. There's no other explanation. I'm not really alone. And I'm not going to be alone. HaKadosh Baruch Hu devised this plan for me because He knows what I have inside. Because I must have a secret inside of me that I don't even know. That I can't get out myself. I have to, HaKadosh Baruch Hu to squeeze me and press me. Because the secret of Esther wasn't her national identity. It wasn't even that she came from royal ancestry. Esther Malka's secret was herself, was her essence, was her kochos hanefesh, was her true power, which she didn't even know. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I know, because I put it inside of you, and I'm going to get it out. And Esther understands that this decision, as hard as it is, Mesiras Nefesh, or losing her husband, was going to truly bring her closer to herself and to her king, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And she understands that sometimes you have to detach from things that you love in order to attach to something greater, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Esther chooses to follow Mordechai's advice, because at the end of the day, Ana Hashem, Ani Avdecha. Even though it feels like her world is going to break, she starts to sing, ever since I was a child, I have followed in your ways. Now that I'm older, it's harder, I must say. I have my own free will, but still I choose you. Being a servant's not a burden when you're working for the king, who loves you like a son and a daughter. Esther Amalka understood this. This isn't from HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Gvura. He's not punishing me. This is actually HaKadosh Baruch Hu's ahava for me, because He wants the best for me. He only wants to bring you closer. Bring me close when I feel so far from where you are.
Since I was a child, I followed in your ways. Now that I am older, redecider, I must say, have my own free will, so let you lose you. Being a servant's not a burden when you're working for the king, who loves you like a son and daughter, only wants to bring you closer. You bring me close. Oh, when I feel so far where you are, on Hashem, Ani Avdecha, B'na'amatecha, B'tachtam Mosea, on Hashem. אני עבדך בנעמתך מתחתיו עושה אני עבד של המלך, לא צריך להיות בודד, כי כל העבודה שלי היא עבודת הלב, ותמיד רוצה שתקרב. כל החיים שלי חיים של אמונה, כשאני צריך אותך אני קורא לך, אנא השם, סליחה נא, אנא השם, אני עבדך, ונעמתך, מתחתיו נוסעי, אנא השם, אני עבדך, ונעמתך, מתחתיו נוסעי. Sometimes it's gonna feel like the world's gonna break. In the calm, I call me in your tell I'm the lechem. I'll teach God, never forget. On Hashem, אני עבדך, ונעמתך, מתחתיו נוסעי. On Hashem, אני עבדך, ונעמתך, מתחתיו
The moment Esther Hamalka decided, she made the absolute decision that she's going to do the illogical. She's going to go into Achashverosh Mimosa and Nefesh, be prepared to give up her life, mamash, for the Jewish people. At that moment, something happened that was unbelievable she couldn't expect. Her old heart burned up, and like a phoenix, a new heart rose up within her. This heart was the heart of Amalka. At that moment, she felt the strength, the malchus that she had in her ancestry, which she knew about, great-great-grandfather Shaul HaMelech. Now she started to feel it inside, something she never felt in her entire life. And like a queen with the weight of her people on her shoulders, she said, I'm going to go save my people. No longer meek, no longer doubts, no longer confusions. She was fired up. She felt the power inside of her. Esther's secret, her true self, was becoming revealed. And she understood that by giving up her own Ratzon for the Ratzon Hashem, that's how HaKadosh Baruch Hu could dwell within her. And Esther is now fully connected. The spirit of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is flowing through her veins. And she goes on attack mode. And she says, Lech kanoses kol Yehudim animtzon b'Shushan. She tells Mordechai, gather all the people. I'm going to tell you what to do now. Mordechai's like, sure, whatever you say. Lech kanoses kol Yehudim, gather all the people, the Jews in Shushan. Vitsumu alai, and fast for me. V'al tochlu v'al tishtu shloshes yomim, laila v'yom, fast for 3 days. V'gamran, even Arosai Otsum came, and myself and my maidservants were also going to fast. V'chein Ovel HaMelech, and I'm going to go into the king. Asher lo kedas, against the rules. V'kasher avadati, avadati. And if I'm lost, I'm lost. And so Esther Malka, immediately after sending the message to Mordechai, she starts her fast. And she starts davening like she's been doing for all the years. Because tefillah, her tehillim, has kept her connected. But a reality starts to settle in. She might actually die. She has to be Moser Nefesh Mamash. But she's mechazik herself, b'derech emuna b'charti. I've chosen the way of Emunah, and it is the way I'm going to go. So Esther HaMalka gets dressed. She gets ready to go. And before she leaves her room to take that long trek down into the palace, the throne room, she stands by the place where the mezuzah is. And she leans her head on that doorpost. And she has one last tefillah. She begs the Kadosh Baruch Hu, Tein li tefillah, achas.
Binada Malachanida Kukira Bita Chani Called me Yocha last night to be Tati Chevicha Avi Tein li tefila Chatova Shtiftach li et kol Hashiarim Tein li mila Chakina Tutir oti Lishum Avir Ani רוצה להיות תלוי על חוק הסרט ימצאיה צורך חוק כוחי ריבונו של עולם מלכנידה תציל אותי לא בראת אותי להתעלק כי אשר אתה מלא אהבה אני רוצה גם כן עשה לי תפילה טובה שתפתח לי את כל השיערים תן לי מילה בלי שום אוויר אני רוצה להיות תלוי על חוף הסערה ימצא הים צורך חוק כוחי ריבונו של עולם ומלכנידה אז תן לי תפילה טובה שתפתח לי את כל השיערים תן לי מילה חכינה תותיר אותי בלי שום אוויר אני רוצה להיות כחיה הנואמת בים לילות שלמים ריבונו של עולם מלכנידה תציל אותי
So the tefillah, the avodah shabalev, the emotions flowing through Esther was mechazik her. And on the 15th of Nisan, a day of miracles, Pasuk says, "Vahi b'yom hashlishi," is the third day of the fast. Tilbash Esther Malchus, and Esther Malka gets dressed in her royal clothing. V'tamud b'chatzar beis hamelech hapinimis, nochach beis hamelech. She stands in that chatzar, in that courtyard of the inner chamber of the king. V'hamelech yoshev al kisei malchuso, and the king, Achashverosh, is sitting on his chair. Beis hamalchus nochach pesach habayis. And Esther Malka starts the long trek, step by step, every step in eternity, towards the palace room, a walk that's going to change her life forever. Either she's going to die, or she's going to lose her husband. And after 3 days of fasting, Esther Malka was very weak. You can imagine. She wasn't looking very good, but yet she had to be mechazik herself to walk into the king with confidence. She was going for the sake of her people, to save them. And she went with Mesiras Nefesh. Of course the Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to help me. I'm going for him. I'm going for his people. I'm giving up my life. The Chazal tell us, at the moment Esther Malka stood in the courtyard, right by the inner chamber, right by where the throne room was, everything goes dark. The Shekhinah leaves her. Any malach that she had with her leaves her. This was the darkest moment of her life. She grows up an orphan. She's taken away from her husband. She's living in a palace by herself. But she had a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And now he leaves her. She's finally standing by Achashverosh, ready to give up her life, and a Kadosh Baruch Hu leaves her? How could this be? She already understood and she committed that she believes that sometimes you have to give up what you love for a greater love, a love of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. If this is what a Kadosh Baruch Hu wants, I'm willing to be Moshe Nefesh for that. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how could you leave me? I'm giving everything up for you. You can't leave. Maybe she shouldn't go. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to go in. Maybe this whole program's done. I got to go back. I don't think I can do this. I don't know what I'm going to tell Mordechai, but Kadosh Baruch Hu, if you're not with me, I can't go. And at that moment, she cries out, Kaylee, Kaylee, Lama Azaftani.
מסתכל אני על העולם, נשאלה דאגה, איפה הגאולה, כמה דמעות מן העיניים, שוברות לי את הלב, כמו גשם משמיים, אני קורא יומם ולילה, מחפש את שחר, מחפש למצוא תשובה, אנא השם אל תעזני, ותצילני, אבא, אנחנו בצרה. כן, כן, למה עזבת? חוק משורתי ושאגתי. כן, כן, למה עזבת? חוק משורתי ושאגתי. I feel alone in all this darkness, trying to be alive in a world that's cold and heartless. I look around and all I see is fear, so many broken hearts, oceans full of tears. I'm calling to you, don't you hear my cry? I'm calling to you, don't you hear my cry? Ana Hashem al tazveni, please come and save me. My arms are open wide, Kaylee, oh Kaylee, Lama azavtani, achok neshuati, yirei sha'agati. Lama azavtani, Biyom Koleinu Hano Aneinu Biyom Koleinu Hano Aneinu Chok Mishulati, Reisha Agati. Reisha Agati.
What Esther didn't know was that HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't leave her. Rather, he was just waiting inside the throne room for her. V'tamud b'chatzer beis hamelech hapimis. Nochach beis hamelech. V'hamelech yoshev hakisei malchuso beis malchus. That the melech that was inside the throne room wasn't Achashverosh. It was really HaKadosh Baruch Hu the whole time. And like Yitzchak, who had to go to the Akedah, and Yitzchak Avinu thought he was mamish going to die. He didn't know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was waiting the whole time to stop at the last moment. He was ready to be Moser Nefesh. So too Esther Malka had to be tested. How great is her emunah? How strong is she? If she's willing to go follow the words of the tzaddik, follow Kadosh Baruch Hu even when she didn't feel his presence. That's emunah. And Esther's absolute loneliness was her opportunity to shine. B'derech emunah b'charti. Hashem didn't leave her. He just walked inside in front of her. Vayikiros HaMelech es Esther HaMalka omedes b'chatzer nasa chen be'einav. And when the Melech saw Esther HaMalka standing in the chutzner, there was a certain chen that she found in his eyes. We know the kings sent the scepter, the golden scepter. Vatikra of Esther, Vatika b'rosh hasharvit. And Esther reached out and she touched the scepter. To the bystanders, to the officers, it looked like the king was sending out the scepter to his queen. But to Esther Malka, she only saw one king in that room. She only saw HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And then the king, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, says to her, Malach Esther HaMalka, ma bakasha seich, archatzi HaMalchas v'inosen. She hears HaKadosh Baruch Hu saying to her, what do you want, Esther? What do you want? Pischu lishar tzedek avovam. The gates are not of mortal kings. The gates that we enter in our lives is only towards the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Pischu li.
I've been waiting out the storm. I've been listening for your call. I've been through my darkest days, the thunder and the rain, every price I had to pay. Now I'm standing here at your gate. I fell so far, but I found my way. Won't you let me in? Peacefully, 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 shine today. Abova, 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 peacefully, 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 shine today. Abova, 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 oh, oh, oh.
So now Esther is fully developed. Kadosh Baruch Hu is revealed, even though we know in Galus, Anochi, Aster, that Kadosh Baruch Hu is hidden in Galus, but he's never totally removed. And Esther, her name is Esther, for this reason, she's the one who has to discover and reveal a Kadosh Baruch Hu, even in the deepest concealment. And now that she's revealed her secret as a leader of the Jewish people, now she's ready to take on Achashverosh and Haman with the Kadosh Baruch Hu by her side. And trusting in the Kadosh Baruch Hu allowed her to trust her own feelings. Because the logical thing would have been right away tell Achashverosh that Haman HaRasha is trying to destroy my people. But she doesn't say that right away. She says, oh Achashverosh, let's have a party. You can invite Haman. One party, two parties. Achashverosh's curiosity is being aroused. She's luring Haman in. Many reasons why she had these parties. But she was waiting for when it felt right. Because now that a Kadosh Baruch Hu was inside of her, now that she trusted her inner feelings, her malchus, her secret, she was going to wait for the Eis Ratzon. And it was by that second party she finally announced to Achashverosh that it's Haman. Our people has been sold to him, and he's the Rasha. And with that, Haman is killed, and a new decree is set out. So Esther Malka rises like a lion with her full power, with the Kadosh Baruch Hu by her side, ready to take on whatever is needed.
Don't you know that you've got a lion? Don't you know that you've got a heart of a king? Don't you know that you've got the power in fight whatever struggle tomorrow may bring? Don't you know that the sun is rising and it's time to open up your eyes? Don't you know no matter how the winds blow, you won't be swayed from your will to survive. Up like a lion, rise up like a lion. Let it be you roar, let it feel you roar. Up like a lion, rise up like a lion. Let it be you roar, let
So let's review a little bit of what we learned. There's a gullus on the outside, there's a gullus on the inside. There's a darkness that surrounds the people, but then there's an inner darkness that surrounds who we really are. And sometimes it's only getting pressed and pushed and squeezed that our inner light gets revealed. And we get tricked because we know the end of the story. We know that the Jewish people are going to win. We know that Esther Malka and Mordechai, how it's all going to end. But we're currently living in our own Megillah. Each person has their own story that's being written right now. And just like Esther had to go through her ups and her downs and her struggles, Shiva Yipol HaTzadik, and she had to cry, and she had to daven, and she had to give up. So too we're in the story. We're not living at the end of the story. Our people as a nation, we're going through difficult times, and we're seeing some of the light that's coming out. And as individuals, we're also. But we take strength with Esther Amalka, we take strength with all the tzaddikim who struggled. Whether it's Rachel Imeinu, whether it's Yitzchak Tzaddik. They all had to go through struggles, and so too we. But with Amunah and Bitachon, we have to hold on. And the one thing that we have to always remember, it's so important, because Gullus tries to make us forget, because Gullus is darkness, is Shivcha. It tries to make us forget that HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves us. But Tamid Ohev Oti, HaKadosh Baruch Hu always loves us. And He always wants what's best for us. Even if it doesn't look like that. That's where Amunah kicks in. So we're going to sing the national anthem. Think of Eretz Yisrael right now. Tamid Ohev Oti.
Ki Hashem yipara, tamid ohev oti, tamid yeh li rak tov. Hashem yipara, tamid ohev oti, tamid yeh li rak tov. Yeh li yot yoter tov, yot yoter tov, yot yoter tov, yot yoter tov, yot yoter tov. Yod yoter tov, v'tamid yeh li rak tov. Yeh li barach, tamid ohev oti, v'tamid yeh li rak tov. Yeh li barach, tamid ohev oti, v'tamid yeh li rak tov. Yod yoter tov, yod yoter tov, yod yoter tov, yod yoter.
Send over the bracha that it should be Eretz Hashem soon, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should reveal the Mashiach for our people and for each one of us befrat. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, she's so fun. I know she's everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
I know.
Oh, she saved the fish. She looked down at the area. She must be crying. That's good. That's good.
You know you're going to be bringing your heart. Nice to see you.
That's like really something that I can imagine.
Sit up there. It's okay. Yes. Yeah. Listen, all I ever want to like.
Yeah, wasn't as many people as
That I'm playing baseball.
By the way,
Hey, how are you, Reverend?
How are you?
I got to sit next to this bundle of joy.
I saw it. Right?
We were guessing the next one the whole time.
Fight as one. Fight as one.
That's right.
It's about how playing out. Really nice to see that. He didn't like come on. We're like, so much down. And he down. He's like, oh, come on. Like I'm done. But he was down pretty much. Yeah, a lot of flat. This guy.
And he ran.
Oh yeah.
I guess we're going, yeah? Baby good?
All right.
Good to see you, Reverend. Hold up. Louis.
It's his song.
How's it going? You made it, or you just came?
I just came. Last 2 minutes in. Josh, having run center, yeah, so. Yeah.